This is Sam O'Reilly for Boxing Social in association with Betfred. I'm at Eddie Hearn's Matchroom Next Gen show today. Luckily enough to be joined the victorious Kieron Conway. How are you, mate?
I'm very good, thank you very much. Yourself?
Very well, thank you. Tough fight, a couple of bruises on you. It's boxing, isn't it? It's a tough sport. How did you rate your performance, and how did you feel tonight in there?
It was fine. It was. I knew that the first few rounds were going to be a little bit tricky. I thought he was going to get on his bike and like pick and move and stuff. It was tricky to pin him down at first, but as soon as I got my time in, I think I won pretty much every round. So yeah, it was good. On all these bruises, I'll just mark easy. That's what it is. He's a tough Irishman, you know. He comes to fight, very game, but yeah, you won majority of the rounds. Looked good. Nice to get out before Christmas, was it? Yeah, it was definitely a nice little touch before Christmas. 10 rounds in the bank again, all valuable experience for the rest of my career. So, yeah.
Obviously, the Cheeseman fight is what a lot of people, a lot of talk, as you'd expect. Would you like that next, or there's obviously the Fitzgerald and the British. It's all sort of all over the place. What would you ideally like next, Kieron?
Next, I don't know. I've heard a bit of talk about getting some sort of title involved. Don't know who it'll be, but at some point I'd like to get the rematch with Ted. It's something I want to put straight for myself. Half the country thinks he won, half the country thinks I won, so it'd be good to put the record straight, to be fair.
And obviously you took that fight on short notice, so do you believe with a full camp it would be a different outcome?
Yeah, I took that on very short notice, and a little bit of gameplay with the matchmaking, I think, as well. And so yeah, with a full camp, good training camp, 100%, like a full training camp, and it going smoothly, there is not anyone in the UK that will beat me. I still think I'm a little bit underestimated when I get in there, until they get in there with me. This guy just said it himself, but it'll always happen. But they'll find out when they get in there with me.
And now you're promoted by Matchroom. Obviously, I don't believe you were at the time, so you now have the advantage of. You can be a home fighter in these situations, or you can demand a better split in a 50-50 purse. So you're in a much better position when it comes to that side of it. Have you noticed yourself now being with a powerhouse like Matchroom? Have you noticed, a little bit more clout around your name, possibly?
Yeah, probably. To be fair, like now being with Matchroom, a lot more people know who I am and stuff, and my name's getting a lot bigger. Steadily, but it'll get as big as it needs to in the end.
2020 will be an exciting year for you regardless, I'm sure. British title, is that the hope in 2020?
Yeah, 2019 was a really exciting year for me. 2020 is going to be exciting, and the British title in 2020 is what I aim for. But no rush, it'll come when it comes.
Definitely, you're an exciting fight either way. You may mark up, but I think that's just the texture of your skin by the looks of it. Listen, thank you for your time. Thank you for talking to Boxing Social.
Nice.